Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's installment of the BARGOD. This is your girl, Lindsay. Tonight I got some things I want to chat about. But first and foremost, tonight I got, along with my co-host, Kev Battle, the BARGOD, Danny Myers. Danny Myers is a good friend. Danny Myers is going to come on. We're going to build with him. Touch on a few things. So I'm looking forward to that. Shout out to Street Star North for calling in last night. That was another that's the second highest, viewed show that I had on other than Disaster. So shout out to Norbs and everybody over at URL, for a wonderful interview. Thank you very much, King. And, okay, let me introduce my co-host for the evening. This is Kev Battle, and in the introduction of Formula 51, that's me and Kev. That's what, the BARGOD's under now. Look out for the BARGOD YouTube channel. So I'm about to bring him on, representing Oakland. This is my co-host, y'all. Say what up, Kev. What's good, King? What's good?
Another show, man. Another night. Let's go, man. You know what I mean? I'm
right.
happy to be here. Let's get it rocking. Let's do it.
Yeah, all right. So, we got Danny Myers on tonight. So, we're going to build with him, This is the first time Danny's been on the BARGOD, even though Danny's been on two other shows that I was on. He came over when we was on Big Bang and did his thing. We had big numbers with him over there. And then he was on another show that I was on previously. But this is the first time that Danny Myers is on the platform, with just us. So, we're going to rock out with him and everything. So what's going on your end over there in Oakland? Shout out everybody in Oakland. Shout out everybody on the West Coast. Got love for y'all. You heard what North said. They trying to get the URL out there. That's what's up.
Man, tell them, come on, man. We waiting, man. What's taking so long, man? Make these moves, man. We waiting on that shit, man. Nothing really, man. Oakland is a live city. It's nothing really going on. Our murder rate is down. Thanks for that. You know what I'm saying? But we just cooling, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to, stay relevant with the culture. You know what I'm saying? And just keep pushing forward and support everything, to the highest power. That way, we just keep longevity going. So, we in here representing, man. We just, it is what it is. West Coast got love like the East Coast, man. So, you know what I mean? And Danny Myers from our side. So,
exactly.
That's a big shout out to him, doing his thing or whatever. So, I just, I wish everybody the best, man. Oakland rocking, and we trying to get it popping like everybody else, man.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, just, as far as just battle leagues and just the culture, trying to keep it, relevant and, looking forward to seeing just events from all leagues. Let me just make this disclaimer, But we don't over here, I support all facets of battle rap, I have my reserves when there's a lot of coonery. I use that word a lot, But we support everything over here. So, just the fact of being able to branch out and to bring events to these cities and these places where, where people don't have to, travel all the way over here or all the way out, west, to bring events to different places. So, I'm amped about that, Especially with a lot of these new and up-and-comers that's coming up. You feel me?
Definitely. That also can inspire more, West Coast artists to, try their hand at battle rap or show the world, their talent and what they got and what they striving to be. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of battle rappers and to be honest with you, the East Coast work. They artists work, they battlers work. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the West trying to catch up, and we coming. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple nice names out here that's making moves and want to be, on that platform of a Mook or a Rex or, or a Lux, just taking their craft, to heart and perfecting it. You know what I mean? To be something special. So we just want to add to the culture. That's just what it is, man. Battle rap. That's what we do. That shit is real.
Right.
We wear this shit. We eat it. We watch the blogs. We do all this shit, man. So, shout out to the culture, all leagues. You know what I mean? Guerrilla Warfare, RBG, URL, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing their thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just wish to get back to the real, get back to the rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly. Get back to these bars. Get back to these bars.
Exactly. Get back to the bars, man. It's too much politics involved as far as knowing how much a battler makes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, if that shit is under contract or that's just their business, that's just what it is. We need to get back to rapping. It's too much business out about, you know, what goes on behind the scenes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just rap. You know what I mean? That's the weird kind of battle shit. So bring it back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I've said this on the show plenty of times in regards to that. You know, it's just certain things that public ain't supposed to know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't listen, you know, and then, it should be handled, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors. Like, yo, you know, I don't want to know how much you make, nigga, unless I'm dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? When you're in my realm, I don't want to know how much you make unless you got that money to put towards this mortgage or this rent. Other than that, I don't care how much you make. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of started a floodgate in regards to it's just certain shit that we as the public ain't supposed to know. You know what I mean? So that kind of is bad enough for me, like I was saying last night, the Norbs, that you know, the money, in my opinion, is when it started fucking. I really didn't get a chance to really build on that, but just, you know, for me, I see the change. You know what I mean? In regards to you know, me stepping in and coming in through, being at these events at Voodoo and Santos and Webster Hall and seeing the hunger in them, and then when the money come, niggas is getting such and such racks, say maybe 10 racks or 8 racks, but then, you know, niggas started not caring, in my opinion. You getting an $8,000 check, but then you giving us a $500 performance. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, that's what really kind of changed it. But before we go any further, we got the guest of honor on the line right now. BARGOD, say what's up to the people, right?
Molotov Myers, what's happening, man?
He on the air, I don't hear him. Hello?
We got Danny in the building?
Yeah, he on the line. Danny, I got you on air. Yeah, Danny, please call back. I don't know what happened. You was on the line. I had you on the air. But yeah, Danny just called in, so hopefully I'm going to make him call back. But, and yeah, like I was saying, while we waiting for him to call back, I just think that, you know, for me, that's when, you know, the money, you know, when money changes, the dynamic changes, but you have to structure your organization to be able to deal with that to where everybody else, you know what I'm saying, where it still can, everybody else can be appeased, the fans, you know what I'm saying, the battlers, the league, where everybody can thrive and make way. It should be no way where niggas is out here acting like they trying to corner the market like we on the block. That shit whack. You feel me? But this is another one. Let me see what this is right here. Hold on. 936, you in there with the border? Who's this? Okay, why is it doing that? Every time I try to bring on this line, all right. 702, you on the air with the border? Okay, 936, I have to drop you. I don't know what's going on. And this is pissing me off. Blog Talk, y'all got some explaining to do. Now I got Dean on the line, y'all want to act up. Word. He on the line. 936, you're going to have to hold on.
Word.
Yeah, Danny is calling in. The 936, no disrespect, I will put you back on the air, but I got to get my guest on first. I don't know why Blog Talk is doing that. Yo, if I drop you off the line, that means I'm trying to get the guest back in. Hold on, please. Anyway, Blog Talk want to act up now. All right, wait.
Formula 51 be popping, man.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You in the building. You was in the building, baby.
All right, sorry for the technical difficulties.
Nah, that was Blog Talk doing that. What's good, King?
I'm chilling. How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing good. It's an honor. Finally, you got you on the bar, though. You know, you already was on 2 other shows that I was rocking with, but this is my own joint here with Formula 51 with my partner, Kev. He from out Oakland. That's my people and family. So, you know, I got a little
What's good?
West Coast. Right?
Man, we didn't did this before. We was on a whole other platform, you know what I'm saying? But welcome back, Mr. Myers, man. How you doing?
I'm chilling.
All right. So,
all right.
you know, being that you're my first guest, I have a little, like a formula of these questions that I'm going to just ask you, being that you're, you know, the first time you've been on the show. So I'm going to just get straight to it. I'm going to ask you, when did you fall in love with bars and hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, influences and things like that? When did you realize that you got a gift of putting words together, because I don't just be asking anybody to come on my show. I feel you got to have a gift, and I feel you definitely do. So when did you fall in love with hip-hop?
Oh, man, that's a good question. I would say in the like 88, 89.
Right.
Man. Yep, and I started really writing around 1990, 91. So, I was influenced by like Rakim, Redman, Razzcast, KRS-One. I was just always into the guys that were real clever with the writing. You know what I mean? Whether they was from the East or the West, I just liked the guys that were lyricists.
Well, I didn't hear nobody from the West, did I?
He did. He said Razzcast.
I said Razzcast.
Oh, okay. Because I heard a whole lot of Rakim and
Razzcast was the first. He was like the first West Coast artist that. Yeah, him and Ice Cube for real, like Cube and Razzcast.
That's what I was expecting you to say. I was expecting you to say Cube. That's kind of like, okay, all right. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right. Yeah, okay, so that's definitely awesome. Okay, so in regards to just the, battle rap, okay, when did you decide that or, make the choice to say, you know what, I can hang with these cats, so this is something I want to give a shot at, you know what I mean? Because, for me, you're so unorthodox, and it has nothing to do with you being from the West Coast. It's just lyrically you're unorthodox, and that's something that I prefer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas is throwing their word preference out here, so I'm going to start doing it a little something, too. But, yeah, like, when did you, decide to say, you know what, I can hang with these, you know what I'm saying? You know what, I could kill him. You know what I mean? When did you decide that battle rap was something that you wanted to try?
I was saying around like 94, 95. Like, L.A., we had a battle rap scene, but it wasn't known to the rest of the world because, it wasn't no YouTube. We didn't have no Smack. It wasn't no outlets for, the rest of the country to know that guys were battling in Los Angeles. And I used to just watch the older guys do it. And I would rap in the ciphers, and that's, you just go in there with like a verse or whatever and just go in a circle. And sometimes guys would just, they'll just come at you during their turn and just start pointing and directing their rhymes to you, and everybody would be like, oh. So it was like you had to say something back, or you know what I mean? And, so it was around that time I was like, you know what, this is actually fun. Like, I know I'm better than these dudes. So the passion for it came, like, early on, man. Like, I would say 94 for real.
Okay. You talking my time, my years now. That's what's up, Kev?
Oh, yeah, I'm an OG.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. They're a little ahead of the class, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all old school with it. I mean, '94, I was a little tight, enjoying Hammer the Parks with the curls and the big pants and the backwards jerseys. That was, you know what I mean? I wasn't old enough to even understand it, so you know what I'm saying. But with that being said, you know what I mean? You got a lot of battles that's out there, a lot of work that's out there. You know what I'm saying? And like. It's been a few years, you know what I'm saying, you give it. What do you see next for yourself as far as musically, not just battle-wise, but like, what steps is next to further the career? Are you taking the business aspect, or you being more, you still going to spit the bars for us? We're going to still see Danny Myers performances, or like is the money climbing to the point where it's time to be a businessman and turn the other cheek and start another endeavor?
Definitely, actually going into like films. Like I'm about to get this film company off the ground, independent, and that's really the transition right now for me. Also, to like, I don't know if I'm gonna actually do a league, but I'm definitely about to put some cards together. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to just be here comes another battle league. But I do want to help give some guys some opportunities that they might not have, been able to receive. So I'm going to be putting some cards together. I'm going to still always kind of be involved with battle rap even after I'm done, like, actively battling. I'm going to still be, like, helping, coaching, giving advice, you know what I mean? Like, probably teach some writing classes or whatever. Like, I'm gonna definitely try to do something different though.
With that being said, you want to put a card together. Seeing the outlook on that right now as we speak, you know what I'm saying, or the events that took place recently, you know what I'm saying, what would you do as far as promotion-wise to separate yourself from other leagues so they don't think that you infringing upon what they do?
Right. My thing would be just more bringing it back to the gritty part of it, not so much, oh, let me get together all these superstar, high-priced ass names that's only going to come and give me some half-ass bars anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really trying to, like, break new guys, and that's my thing. So it ain't really like I'm just trying to step on the white toes and let me book Hitman and let me book Verb. And, I'm finna bring some new guys that, you know, aren't really known, but they going to be animals. You know what I'm saying? They got to be BARGOD approved before I even fuck with them anyway. You know what I mean? So that's going to be the difference with my league. My shit is going to be more like, this is about skills. This don't got nothing to do with no popularity, no tiers, no views, none of that shit. Because most of the guys that are be on the card will probably be some new guys, but it's going to be fire, though. It's in the works actually right now.
Say no more. That's what the West Coast need. That's what I needed to hear. I'm West Coast, so if it's out here, you definitely got us. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely gonna be on the West for sure.
Oh, we need that. We need that.
Definitely, because you know, just being on the Big Bang, you know, and the listens and the you know the support, it's just big. You know, like there's a lot of love for battle rap out there and music. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Okay, I'm gonna just ask you. Okay, so meanwhile, you had an event, you know, saying a battle that just transpired. I'm somebody that when it comes to questions, I try to dig deep journalistically, or just, you know what I'm saying, to try to play devil's advocate more or less, and not try to be on some bias shit, whatever the case may be. But you are one of my favorites. Right. It is what it is. It is what it is. But you know, I had put a tweet out earlier, and I had said that in my, you know, what niggas is giving whole battles, and this is even before your battle. Niggas is giving whole battles based off of one round, you know what I'm saying? So in regards to just the event that happened and all this, you know what I'm saying, you know, whatever's happening on social media, because, you know, social media is like the breeding ground for the coonery, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, lightly touch on your opinion about this, what transpired. Because, let me just put this disclaimer out here. Danny was going to come on anyway, so I didn't reach out to him because of what happened. I don't do those. You know what I'm saying? Like others, I don't do those. You were supposed to come on, but you were sick last week, so this is when he came back
definitely.
on. I just had to put that disclaimer out because people be talking. But, yeah, so just, you know, touch a little light about, you know what I'm saying, how you feel, your feelings on what transpired.
Man, listen. Yeah, we could go on all night about that. Look, first of all, salute to ARP, salute to RBE, Shada, Sway, Saracana, the whole team. Homie, you know, they came on and they put on some nice battles. In regards to me and Sway's battle, it was a situation where, okay, I felt I clearly, like, you know what I'm saying, clearly got the first two rounds, and even he was, like, really, like, that third round away from, like, a 3-0 bag. That's the way the battle was going. So, anyway, like I said, he choked his first round. His second round he kind of stumbled through his second round. It was kind of dry. And, he didn't have it all together. It didn't seem like it was his regular energy. He don't really perform with energy anyway, but he was, like, less energetic than he normally is these first two rounds. So I think what happened was the whole building, like, okay, yeah, it's already 2-0. Like, come on, Sway, you got to show us something. Like, just don't go out like this. So he came with a magnificent third round about the King of Harlem angle, and it was dope. And mind you, he's got, you know, the building is full of Team Homie members. You know what I mean? It's a home game. So it was really just me and 4 Rider Block guys in there, and versus like 20 Team Homie niggas on the stage and another 30 or 40 in the crowd. So when he started finally heating up in the third, they was just like super gassing, and it wasn't all gas because I'm not gonna take the credit away from his third because I will say he took that third round. But when it came down to the judges decided that Swave won the entire battle. And I'm like, wait a minute, did y'all just forget that he just choked and had a whack-ass second round? Versus my 3 fire rounds. I had 3 fire rounds versus his 1 fire round, and they gave him the battle, and I was like, oh, man, it's hard to say, because listen, first of all, me and Swave agreed to the judges. So I'm not going to say it was some trickery or nothing, because ARP gave me and Swave the opportunity to pick the judges. But you got to remember, there's only New York judges to choose from, in my case. I don't have, like, some guys from the West, some from the Midwest, some from the South. It was just either I picked these 5 New York judges or these 5. Like, either way it goes, it's going to be me versus a New York cat in New York with his whole team in the building and all New York judges. So the odds was against me.
Hey, just to piggyback off of that. Just to piggyback off what y'all talking about. How do you feel about it being judges in battle rap? Period. Like it's not, depending on y'all results. But just, how do you feel about judges judging battles?
I'm gonna do this. I don't like it unless there's money on the line and niggas is betting money. Like, then battles shouldn't be judged because regardless what the judges say, the fans are gonna probably have especially in a close battle, the fans are gonna have something else to say anyway, regardless, unless it's a clear body. Like sometimes when it's just like a clear 3-0 and no one can debate it, then, you know what I'm saying, the judge's job ain't that hard. But in terms of battle rap is so subjective. It's like, what is each particular judge looking for in a battle? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their preference. Some like that bully shit. Some like the performance. Some like the bars. Some like schemes. So everybody got a different criteria. And plus, when it's live, sometimes you're not going to catch everything live. So I think if you are going to judge a battle, you should look at it live, and y'all should go back and review the tapes just to make sure you got the right call or get it as right as possible. So when you just do live judging and you just going off of what the crowd is saying and you're swayed, because, I mean, I ain't going to say no names, but some of the judges told me after they made the decision that they were swayed by his third round, and they probably just gave him the whole battle just based on 1 round. And that was their honest truth.
They got that's some fucking coonery. I'm sorry. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it all sums up to battle rap or just our opinion. It's all about opinions. You know, now it's starting to be where niggas' preference is overshadowing everything. Like, yo, if you don't accept my preference, I'm shoving it down your throat type shit. So at the end of the day, niggas is giving niggas wins based on preference and not who was the better battler. You have to be able to point certain dynamics about what makes up a great battle. You know what I'm saying? For me, I have my own 3 little things. You know, like for me, you know, your first round should be your introduction to your bars. No matter who you are, I don't care if you're Raul the Dawn or Tommy No Name. Your first round should be, yo, I'm just coming in with these bars, you know what I'm saying, and introducing them to you, let you niggas know I got bars. Your second round should be, you know what I'm saying, your overall, whatever it is that you're known for, you know, a heavy round of your schemes, your wordplay, punchlines, onomatopoeias, whatever. And then your third, you should finish strong and incorporate all of that, even if it's a little bit of exposure. It's supposed to be an upscale to the end, the third round where you finish strong. Giving a nigga a whole battle based on a third round or a couple of bars and haymakers is some fucking coonery. And that shit, I've been vocal about that for a long time. Judging battles is basically, for me, it's about preference. Leave that to the timeline. You know what I'm saying? Let the fans go back and forth about, in a healthy way about who they felt won the battle. But,
right. And that's absolutely right. Mm-hmm. But truthfully, I'm not tripping. Like, because at the end of the day, it's just a battle. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to seem like, oh, Danny's crying about the. I'm not crying. They gave him the battle, and that's what that's the end of the day.
Yeah, shout out to
what
my
they
follower on Twitter that said Danny said he lost. But one of my followers on Twitter was like that you said you lost. Like, and you just cleared it up and said that you agreed to the picking of the judges. I ain't never hear you say you lost.
And people have to understand this. I'm saying the judges made the official call, and that's what it is, and I just have to respect what they said.
Right.
Now, if you ask me, do I personally agree with it? No, I do not.
Right.
I said it on 15 Minutes. I said I got the first 2 rounds. He got the third. End of story.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and when they went to the judges, Jazz the Rapper was the first judge, and she said Danny got the first 2 rounds, Swave got the third. But every judge after that was like, nah, I got Swave winning. Without even really giving an explanation. I don't even recall nobody giving an explanation. They just like, I got it, Swave, 2-1. Like, huh?
They felt like they owed Swave. Swave was on a 3-game losing streak. It's been terrible for dude. Like in his last couple battles, he ain't even been showing up. So when he woke up in the third round, to me it was sympathy. Like the round was fire, but it was like, God damn, man, what are we doing right now? This ain't even battle rap. Like that shit is like, that's why the Midwest feel the way it do about New York in certain situations as far as biasness and how they do certain things out there. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you picked the judges. So I mean, my hat's off to you. Salute for even taking the L or even accepting what the judges gave, even though we know that's not how battle rap goes.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool because at the end of the day, the fans can watch the battle for themselves, and they can make their own judgment on how they feel.
That's what I said. I wait till the footage. I wait till the footage come out.
It don't matter what the judges say. Shit.
Right, because if I'm not there, you're not gonna get me to be debating with your corny ass on the timeline about who won. If I wasn't there, you know what I'm saying. If I'm there, I want to give account. Because Rap Grid was and BattleRap.com was tweeting the bars, you know what I'm saying, from the event. And I was retweeting fire bars from both of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that I felt was fire from both of y'all. But the people that was in the building was saying that 1 and 2, Danny had 1 and 2. So, and then there was the whole thing about the JC judging, like niggas was crying about that. And then when I heard that, they gave it to Sway, and I'm like, all right. I mean, I can't say shit because all I can say is, well, the bars that I seen that I thought was fire from him, I tweeted because I never count Swave out. You know what I'm saying? I never count him out in the battle. You know what I'm saying? But I did predict that you was gonna win based on just the skill and based on I was at the format too, and I seen you battle with Cliff, and I seen how you changed it up, the flow and everything, and just the bars was crazy. So, I said based on how Danny was in the battle with Cliff, I got him beating Swave. I did say that. You know what I'm saying? But the bars that they were tweeting on Rap Grid and BattleRap.com, they was tweeting some bullshit. Meanwhile, Rap Grid was tweeting bars, and I was just like, okay, yeah, this was fire. Yeah, I retweeted or quoted with a fire emoji, whatever the case may be. So, but for me, the first thing niggas was saying out the gate, he ain't the BARGOD no more. He got bodied. He lost, and I'm like, huh? I said, well, I'm gonna wait for the footage.
What?
I wasn't there.
Yeah. Don't believe that. Don't believe that bullshit. Cause I mean, honestly, first of all, bar for bar, the battle was not close at all. That's first of all. I do give him a third round because he had a angle, and listen, he played the angle very strategically because he knew he was at home in New York. He knew it was going to be a bunch of New York niggas in the building, so he tailored his third round for New York City. And like I said, yo, what would have happened? How would Swave have felt if he came to L.A. and he had all West Coast judges, a whole West Coast crowd, and I choked in my first round, and I have a dry second round, and I have a good third, and they give me the battle. How would he feel?
No, right.
He would feel like it's expected because he came to the West Coast. He would feel like, he's gonna feel like
he's
it's
gonna
expected.
say,
like,
yeah, man, the West Coast niggas, they was biased for the West Coast niggas, so you know. So I think in the time, listen, and this is how I feel. Okay, if you got two New York guys battling each other, then it's okay to have all New York judges. Because people can act like the West Coast, East Coast bias don't exist, but that shit exists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been seeing it for years just with me. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing it for years. And so when you have a West Coast guy coming to New York, you got to try to figure out the fairest way to select judges. I would have figured maybe he had somebody come in from the South, somebody come from the West. You got a New York judge, somebody from the Midwest, and then maybe a random fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to kind of like diversify the panel. It's almost like if you're a black man on trial and it's an all-white jury.
White jury.
It's kind of like the shit ain't looking good for you. You feel me? So
right. But you know what? I feel that when it comes to that, I think that it's a system that'll never, you know what I'm saying? It should never be kind of used because for me, you have to be able to screen the judges down to the point where it'll be about who, you know, the most fair. You could have a judge from the out west and out west, down south, Midwest, and they'll come into a battle with a preference on their back. You know what I'm saying? Or they're not looking to see who had the better bars or who had the better balance of the well-roundedness or who was the better battler. Fuck who you like or fuck who had the two haymakers and you ready to get a battle. That word preference is fucking battle rap up, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about. You tried to shit with Charlie Clips and Hollow the Dawn because he had a great third. Or you trying to give him the whole battle? Get the fuck out of here. Hollow had already won the first two bad rounds.
Hollow won the first two, and Clips got the third. But you can't give Clips his whole battle based off he had a good third. No,
they tried.
We don't do that.
They tried to.
Nah, we can't do that. I'm sorry.
I've never been like that. I said you have to dominate. And first of all, you have to dominate a whole round to get the round from me. So if you're not dominating the whole round, I'm not giving you a round based off a haymaker or two. I don't care who jumping up and down in the crowd.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, we watch boxing, you know about boxing, you know, it still don't apply. Go ahead, Cass.
Hollow took a nigga slogan. You get your slogan to a nigga. To me, he copyrighted that shit and put it on a shirt. You couldn't even say it in a battle. That shit was fire, man. Charlie Clips got his ass body, man. Hollow right now, to me, and to a lot of us out here on the West Coast, we feel like Hollow is the one to beat right now. Like, definitely. Like, everybody want to battle Mook. Everybody want to battle Lux. Hollow beat Lux. Like, Hollow is. I mean, if you want to be up there, that plateau that everybody, that Susur status that he tried to give himself, I'm a battle Murder Mook, not with this 1 minute 30 seconds and then Jersey. That shit ain't gonna work. You're not gonna get up there with that. You know what I'm saying? So I think Hollow is the GOAT, but he fucked Clips up. When you took the Psych Out Live slogan and put it on the T-shirt, and then you couldn't say that, like, yeah, he was fucking Clips up. So it's no way, but that's just how, I don't know. That's that New York effect, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Hollow won the battle, not just off that, but that was an example of how motherfuckers think. Like, if they was going to take one thing and give the whole battle, they gave it to Hollow because he took the slogan, put it on the T-shirt, and, you know, Clips couldn't say the shit in the battle. It's so fucking watered down the way people think. It's bad, man. It's bad for the coaches, definitely. But like y'all was saying about the judging, I feel like that basically y'all are saying that it shouldn't be a battle shouldn't be able to be judged without a criteria, because a criteria creates standards and things that you have to judge the battle off of rather than a preference. When you got shit lined up in the syllabus and you got things that you know what I'm saying that you have to judge off of, then it's going to be a clear winner every fucking time. It ain't going to be preference. It ain't going to be, I think because his third was so. No. Well, how did he do in this round because of this? And how did he do in the second round because of this? When you have to answer those questions honestly, then you'll have a straight winner every fucking time. So battle rap needs a criteria if we're going to have judges, y'all. You hear that? That's the all league. We're going to have to come up with some shit. We got to be better than this.
Right. Feel like some type of counsel.
Yeah, we got
some type of counsel. And the thing is, I'm a real dude. Like, if I felt Sway won, it's not a big deal for me to say, okay, he was the better man this night. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's not how I really felt. Not for those first two rounds. Definitely not for them first two rounds at all. You know what I'm saying? If I really felt he won, I'd say he won. Fuck it, it's not a big deal. I had no problem. I had no problem saying he took the third round. You know what I'm saying? Even though my third was dope too. Like, feel me? Like my shit. They wanted me to do angles. They like, okay, Danny, we know you got bars. We know you're gonna bar all these bars, but we want you to do something different. So okay, I put on my third round. I broke Sway the fuck down and said a bunch of real shit to him that he needed to hear. And niggas in the building was like, facts. Niggas from the crowd was screaming facts when I was breaking this nigga down. So I diversified. I showed people I could do anything. I don't just have to do bars. I totally abandoned bars for my third round just to talk to this nigga. And even though I did that, I still felt his method of attack for his third still trumped what I did slightly. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, he was fired this round. And I'm not into giving niggas a round just because they had a good round. Because like she said, you can't just say a couple haymakers and we're going to give you the whole round. No. But because he was consistent that third round, and he had, you know, it was a dope performance. I was like, yeah, this is a dominating third round. I'll give you that one. You got that third. And that's all I could give him. Just like me being as fair as I can be.
I mean, you know, we done seen a couple battles where it seemed like some New York crowds don't fuck with your shit anyway, even if your bars hit. And that's just me being real. And being a fan before I do this radio shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking on what I see. But go ahead, Lon. I hear you about to kick my ass over this shit.
No, I'm not. I was just going to say, you know, what it is, and I'm going to just say this real quick, briefly, in regards to what I feel about that, what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Post Calico versus Luck, all these usher these new fans in. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of them is crack babies, a lot of them is 90s babies, a lot of them is 2000 Generation X babies, to a point where they grew up listening to certain influences when it comes to rap, and they used to a certain way of hearing the bars delivered. They on that setup line, that Jadakiss type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That Eminem type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That Fabulous type of way, set up line, punchline. You know what I'm saying? But when someone comes with a different dynamic, it going over their heads, and they want it quick. They want to hear the punchline. They want to hear the shit come quick. And if it's not, it's corny. You know what I'm saying? Or you reacting to shit that's basic. You love a basic ass bar. You know what I'm saying? And that shit go crazy and this and that. For me, you know, the skill of a battler, you know what I'm saying, says a lot. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these fans is what ushered that into it. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, that's me just, you know, applying that to what is going on now. For me, you know, it has to be about, you know, it's gotten away from the bars now. You know what I'm saying? It's all about pushing performance and preference. It's gone away from the bars. And for me, as long as I got a big-ass mouth, I'm going to just keep reiterating that, at the end of the day, it's got to be a well-rounded of everything. I understand incorporating performance because you documenting it on camera, but at the end of the day, all that performing and all that, I don't give a fuck about all of that. I want to hear these bars.
Right. I've been saying that, and that's why I get a lot of flack, because they be like, people be like, oh, all Danny got is bars. And they say it like it's a negative thing. Niggas don't say, oh, Danny be half-assing, oh, Danny be choking, or Danny is, you know, inconsistent. Niggas say, all he got is bars. Like that's a bad thing, but that's, you know, when I first started battle rapping, that was the focus. The focus was to beat your opponent lyrically. So I come from an era where it the bars was the first and foremost priority. Now they're trying to change it to where everything is about performance, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you can't just be up there just rapping and you're boring and you sound like a robot, and you gotta, because this is a visual thing too, so people do want to see some performance, but my problem is when they try to put performance above the bars. And you know what I mean? Like, it's like 70% entertainment and other intangibles, and then 30% bars. And that's what they're trying to change it into. And I'm like one of the last niggas on the crusade to try to keep it the original way we was doing it. And it's like I'm damn near like I'm fighting this fight by myself. And if niggas like really focus on bars, they'll call them niggas corny. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly, right. Mm-hmm.
They'll say, "Oh, Danny's corny." I don't even. First of all, my subject matter, like you were saying, is far different than just the average gun bar. The average, I'll shoot you in the face. My shit is, I'm talking about all kind of different shit that you got to open your mind to. I'm saying shit that has never even been said before in battle rap, ever. So people are just not grasping to it because this is not what they grew up on. This is not what they're used to hearing. But it's like if we don't try to expand and go outside the box, then this shit gonna be stale and everybody just gonna sound the same.
Me personally, man, I think it's people being fans of things that they don't understand. Like, it's just like everything has a history. So to punish somebody for some shit that you don't get is because you haven't studied the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you be a fan of basketball if you don't know that who paved the way for the, you know what I'm saying? Just for shit to evolve. And I don't think a lot of people do their homework before they become fans of shit. I think it's a lot of people that be like, "Hey, you seen that smack shit? Like, what is that? Oh, that battle rap, don't fuck with that." And then they get on with the shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just people being fans of things that they don't.
I've been saying this for years. Like, a lot of the fans are not even educated on what battle rap is in the first place.
No knowledgeability, no knowledge, no knowledge of the history of
niggas
the sport.
Ain't even educated, and they just watch the newest battle and just think that's what battle rap is without even doing their homework. So, like I said, I just don't fit in with this generation because I didn't come from this generation. I'm from an era where you had to be nice. Fuck all the dumb shit. If you look at me and Charlie Clips battles, Clips came with a bunch of jokes and cliche angle. Oh, Rex 12K jokes and Adi Boom jokes and these stupid angles. Meanwhile, I did not hit this nigga with one angle that he's ever heard before. I didn't even have angles. I just said, I'm going to make it a point to get up here and bar this nigga to death for 3 rounds. Because it's like, first of all, Hollow already broke you down. So I'm not finna go in here and try to break you down again. Because that's me biting Hollow. I came at Clips in my own way, and that was a way that he had never been attacked before. And if you notice, I was one of the only battlers that Charlie Clips did not rebuttal. The reason that happened is because I didn't give him anything to rebuttal.
Right.
Because if he said, go ahead and talk about Ash Cash and Go Tour. He already thought that I was going to talk about that. And then in my round, I said, if you thought I was going to bring up Couture or old angles, man, you missing a script. This is an empty gun. I don't need ammunition for Clips. I'm from where you stood in front of the man you get and you spit. So my angle
was
God. No
Bar
angle.
God.
Right.
Bar God.
I counter wrote him. He thought I was going to bring up something. I never even mentioned it. I didn't mention nothing he thought I was going to mention, and that's why he could not rebuttal. So the reason why I stand out is because I rap the way I rap. If y'all, it's like, because niggas be wanting me to, like, dumb it down and do all this other shit. It's like, if I rap like these niggas, I might as well be one of them niggas.
Exactly.
I don't sound like K-Rock. I don't sound like Goods. I'm like the only one that raps like me.